Hello, and this is Salon Talk, and my name is Regina Miller. So today I want to talk about tipping in the salon after you get your hair services. Some people want a tip, some people don't. Some people feel I've just paid you. What do you need a tip for? So let's talk about it. Now, often, in the African American community, I've heard, no, no, I'm not tipping. I'm not doing that. I'm going to pay what they ask me and I'm going to move forward. But I, as a hair salon owner, stylist, I've been tipped and I have not been tipped. And so I can talk about both ends of the scale. Now, would I like a tip? Of course, everyone wants a tip, but will I ask for a tip? Will that be a service on my service board? Tipping? Absolutely not, because I am satisfied with you coming in and giving me exactly what I asked you for. And if you could do that, that is a blessing in itself. That's just how I think. When someone tips me after paying me, I feel like I've done the most phenomenal job ever because I didn't ask for that and nor was I expecting it. Now, you just have some people there, that's what they do. So I have a lot of military clientele, and that's just like on their radar for some reason to tip because it didn't really start happening until I started doing military families. And I noticed that they would tip me like $10, $20, and I was like, wow, like I was really overwhelmed. And then I just said, well, you don't have to do that. My thing was, and I made up a slogan, I said, tip back in here and get your hair done. And so they thought that was cute, but they was like, no, you don't realize what you do for our community is bigger than doing our hair. And we just appreciate knowing that you're here in this community and we can come to you to get magnificent hair services. And so when I listened to that and I realized, I said, wow. So basically they appreciate me for putting this salon here where they can come and get good services and not and be worry free about anything. And for them that enough was worth tipping. And so I was just overwhelmed. So I get it from that aspect of how people just are grateful of your services and your business and what you bring to the community. Now, on the non tipping, again, I do feel as though if you can pay the person what they charge, you're doing absolutely phenomenal because everyone don't have a tip. Everyone don't have the extra. Some people literally are, you know, saving and planning for what they are already paying, and you have to respect that. So I would never ever be that stylist that says anything extra of anything, and that's why I don't even like tagging on services because it's like if I'm doing a relaxer service, it comes with the shampoo, conditioner, deep treatment, and style. I'm not charging. Okay, so I'm gonna put the relaxer in. That's 100. Okay, I'm gonna give you a deep treatment. That's 15 more. Okay, I'm gonna give you a roller set on top of that. That's 15. No, the one set price covers everything because I understand that if I go somewhere to get my hair done, that's going to make sense to me. That's going to make 100% sense to me. All of the tag on prices and fees and all of that, I'm not going to appreciate that. So I treat my customers as though it were me, as though it was my mother, as though it was my auntie, as though it was someone who close to me is going to get this service. How would I want them to feel as me being a salon owner, treating people in a way? Tips are definitely optional. Where I do services, you definitely, if you tip, that is the greatness of your kindness of your heart. It's definitely appreciated. I'm not going to give it back. But, I just feel like that's a conversation that needed to be had in salon talk because it's a talk right now, tipping because everywhere you go on when you go to pay, it's a tip thing. I'm going to Starbucks. I'm in the window. I'm driving through. Tip, tip. Everything is a tip. I'm going to Dollar Tree I'm at the register. it says tip. Tip who? Tip the cash register? Like, it's just tip, tip, tip. So I wanted to see, what do you all think about tipping in the salon industry? What do you think about tipping your stylist? What do you think about tipping your nail tech? What do you think about tipping your eyelash tech? I tip my nail tech. I don't go to the nail shop often, but when I go, I tip my nail tech $5 extra. And it's just a courtesy because I feel like you did my nails right. You didn't pin, you didn't stick me, because a lot of people do different things. Everybody don't get a tip. But if I, being on a tipping end, I can understand a tip because it depends on the service, where you are, who you with, and how is it working for you. But again, I wanted to bring this to Salon Talk. Leave in the comments how you feel about tipping your stylist. How do you feel about tipping the salon that you go to, that you frequent? Do you think that it is good to tip, or just, whatever your thoughts are, I want to hear it because tipping is the new in 2025, and let's talk about it. Thanks for watching another Salon Talk with Regina Miller.